In Delta Force Hazard Operations, there's a bunch of different missions to complete in the alpha right now. There's so much content, but there's one in particular that's been causing problems for loads of the player base, and I was stuck on it for ages too. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to complete Fair Trade and access the Wallbreaker operation. So the mission just tells you to go over to Zero Dam, load up a mission in there, and then complete it as a contract, just like the eliminate enemies ones and things like that. But when you go into the map, a lot of the time you just won't see the contract there. There's no mission objective for it, there's no location marker, and I think this is one of the first quests that acts like that. So frustratingly, this mission relies on a lot of RNG. You just need to get lucky so that that contract spawns on the map. And if it is going to spawn on the map, it's going to spawn next to this big AA turret missile launcher thing. You'll be able to see that there's a contract spawning just near it, and that's the one you need. The actual phone to pick up the mission will be right up on the platform, so right next to the rocket launcher. And I wouldn't suggest going in and out of games to try and find this, because that'll drive you absolutely crazy. I've only seen it a couple of times in all of my games on Zero Dam. Instead, I would just say once you've got Fair Trade as a mission, as soon as you see that contract show up in one of your games that you're playing anyway, 100% go do it. So once you pick up the mission, then you need to go up to the AA turret, quickly solve one of those Morse code puzzles like you do for a lot of the keypads and locks and things like that. That's no big deal. And then the rocket launcher will fire a couple of missiles up at the dam, and that will actually blow open one of the gates of the dam. Now, confusingly, this area that it blows open is normally already open. If this mission isn't on a map, that area will already be open, just the contract won't be there. But if this mission is running, then those gates will be intact until you blow them up by firing those rockets. And then you have to go do the second part of the mission, which isn't super obvious. So you can see there on the left-hand side of my screen, it's marked something saying activate the drill. Once you've got that, you need to go on over to the wall of the dam, over to these big gates that have just been blown up. You can see it's just up there, like right on the north side of the map. And then you're going to go inside in order to find the vault to drill. Now, I have seen people say, and I can't verify this at all, but if you're playing on the confidential mode of the map, so when you're selecting the map, there's like a little tab to switch over to confidential mode. If you go in that mode where you have to have a certain gear score and you have to be like level 12 to go in, then apparently this contract comes up more often. I'm not sure if that's true. It could just be, anecdotal. Some people have seen it a little bit more in that. But if you're really, really struggling to find it, if every game you go in it's not spawning, maybe give confidential mode a go. If you can find a game in it. In the alpha, I think the wait times are pretty long. Now, when you get inside this dam area, just like normal, there will be a lot of bots about. I was like running pretty low on ammo at this point, because this wasn't what we were planning on doing in this match. I was actually looking for that unsolved Easter egg that I'll post a video about next week, but I mentioned it in one yesterday. But when you go in here, there are a lot of bots. There'll be some shield bots, there'll be loads of normal bots, but you need to run back through to the back rooms, down this red corridor, there'll be another shieldy bot, and then you'll see this big vault door. Now you have to pretend like it's payday, go sit a big old drill on the side of it. It will drill open the vault. It doesn't actually take too long to do this, but while that's drilling, enemies will start spawning behind you. So enemies will start coming down the stairs. It's a good idea to have someone watching that just to take them down. If anybody has those contracts where you have to kill enemies on Zero Dam, this is a pretty good way of doing it. So, like I said, the drill won't actually take that long to finish. It doesn't stop and start like it does in Payday. Once the drill's finished, the whole vault door will swing open. There's more enemies inside. There's a juggernaut there for us. I'm not sure if that's always there, but we could hear that for a long while before we went in. We could hear him shooting. And then you've got 2 and a bit minutes to go to the back of the room and start opening up all of these little vaults using this little minigame. This is a unique minigame. I haven't seen this anywhere else in the game. But basically, you just have to press space to kind of stop the marker at the top once it lines up with the highlighted sections. It's pretty easy. It's just like a little timing thing. Sometimes it's a bit annoying that some of them are along the first part of it. Now, the vaults, the sort of key boxes at the bottom, tend to have better stuff in them. All of these will have some kind of rare loot in them. Whether it's really good rare loot or just kind of average is a bit hit or miss. But it does mean that this contract, even if you don't have the mission, is well worth doing, because this is like quite valuable stuff in here. Once the time runs out, you won't be able to open up any more of the boxes. You have to try and open up 8 of them, I think, before the timer runs out. And then as long as you've done that, by the time the timer goes, you'll complete the mission when this ends. I made a pretty terrible mistake in this by completely running out of ammo. You can see in the bottom right there, I have 0 bullets left. And I think I'd picked up someone's LMG earlier that had like 3 bullets. So that was really, really bad. If you're going to go do this, be a bit more prepared. Make sure you've got some ammo, make sure you're ready, because there will be a lot of AI keep coming in. You can see that I got a purple item. I got some quite good stuff from this. And if there's 2 of you opening the boxes, or 1 person can keep turning around to kill a few of the bots, I just realized here that I didn't have any ammo, then you should be able to open up all of the boxes in the time limit without any trouble. This guy wasn't actually talking on voice comms, which meant I had to kind of keep prompting him to be like, hey, can you like go and fight that giant juggernaut that's coming down the stairs after us. You see here my backpack's full of pretty good stuff. We had actually taken some of this from some players we had killed, as well as opening up all these boxes. But that is the whole mission. So, like I said, bit annoying that it's RNG. Supposedly it's more common in confidential mode, but we did just find it in the normal mode. It definitely can spawn. You just have to kind of keep an eye out for it. And because so many people have this as like the roadblock in their missions, if you see it on a map, I would make a beeline straight through it, because I imagine before long, loads of people will be rushing straight there. So you can see here, the timer just ran out, just as I opened that last one. It says contract successful, and then the mission is complete on the right. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Delta Force content, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.